Honestly, this wasn't a very clean startup. Anyway. And a couple of unclean starts. This camera's going to be a bit off because we used it a bit funny. My voice is going to be all sorts of weird because of my humidity. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Turn down the hailer a little bit. Yeah, I still can't clear my throat. It's been an issue since March, but we're getting through it. It's worse on any time that there's any humidity. So we got a chai. Hopefully chai will help. But also, I had to restart OBS a couple of times tonight, actually. Even on my SpeedPad, I have two different ways to start OBS, because there's one that launches everything, and then there's one that just launches OBS. So I had everything launched. This is like 9:40, and I was all like, "Oh wait, hold on a sec," and I had to fix my cam because my cam needs to be reversed. But I can't do that if it's connected to OBS. So I killed OBS, changed my cam, launch OBS, and it looks fine. There was something, I can't remember. Anyway, I was just like, oh wait, hold on a second. So I killed OBS for a second time, but I did it a little bit too fast. I don't think it had launched quick enough. And so I changed whatever I needed to change, and I launched it for like a third time. And nothing loaded right. Like over here on the side is normally all in dark mode, and 3 of my panels were not in dark mode. They were just bright white. And one of the panels didn't even know who I was. And it just sat there, and it sat there, and it sat there. I'm like, this is definitely weird. This is not normal. So I waited, I like to let programs do their thing. And it still didn't really come back. So I was like, all right. So I killed OBS entirely, and I waited. And then I launched it again. And I was like, okay, well, that looks good. That looks like it loaded all right tonight. That's not bad. And then I noticed my cam was like down like this or something. I'm just like, hold on a sec. So I started futzing with my cam again, and I'm moving stuff around. Hello, Toasty. Well, so then my audio monitor at the bottom right now is flickering like crazy because the music is going and because I'm talking. And I can see the microphone one is going because I'm talking. And so I hit the music at the very, very beginning of stream. After I hit my go live button, I hit the music. A little meter's not going. And I'm like, jeebus. So I look, it's on default. I'm like, you're supposed to know what you're doing. So I have to tell it again who my speakers are, who my microphone is. This is not cool. So all of this, just in the last 10 minutes has been definitely a little bit weird. Like my 4 restarts of OBS, no big deal. But for it to like come on up and be like, I don't even know who you are anymore. It's a little bit strange. That's not what we're going for. How are you tonight, Toaster? How are you tonight? Somewhere in here we have some games. We're gonna start the first launch of Far Cry 4. I'm not even gonna switch over to the game yet. There's not a lot of point. Because it's gonna get weird. Okay, Uplay is launched. Oh, we're even updating Uplay. Jeebus. Yeah, Toasty, dude. DM's open. Always. But yeah, duct tape, we're getting to a point, and Walrus has called it, we're getting to a point that, is it really my stream if we don't have to troubleshoot something? Right? Like today, at least I had my cam up. I forgot that I used it as a crafty cam last time. Chai to cheer you up. Okay, Uplay is updated. Your Friday night and the following issues, dude. Yeah, I've been loosely following that. I really hope everything is okay, man. I really hope everything is okay. Godspeed, sir. And as Naku's advice, plenty of water. All of the water. Yeah, Walrus pointed out quite a bit ago that usually within the first 10 minutes we have something to shoot as far as trouble goes. That's always blessed, isn't it? Alright, so first launch of the game's going well. We're on the NVIDIA logo. I could probably show you, but we're going to be doing this all over again in a sec. It's still bewildering that on the first day, this was stupid loud, and then ever since I nerfed the volume, there's no volume. Anyway. Yeah, and Toaster, how I feel about the Naku thing is that it's a temporary setback. I hope he keeps his Discord running. I like his Discord. I think his Discord is more than just streaming. I honestly think it's a really cool way that he keeps his friends all in one place. I mean, that's what Discord is anyway. It's a good compendium to Twitch. It really is. Did we make it? You guys see an elephant? You don't even see an elephant, do you? You see Lucio. Oh, hey, whoa. Check it and double deck it. So yeah, I think Naku, I think he just needs to take a break. Just a really big break. I think that's mostly it. Elephant. Okay, now I hope I still get a cursor, right? Good stuff. Oh, this is awesome. This is awesome. Yeah, if he keeps Discord going, then we'll have a good place to shitpost memes. We'll be able to stay in touch with him. We'll be able to continue with his journey of school. All that sort of goodness. And then eventually when he's back to stability in his headspace, he gets to come back to the world of streaming and showing off games again to us. And I think that's probably going to be the best. Hey, and there's a book. Right there. There's a book. DC. See you soon, Ducky. See you soon. Is it all doors? Okay. Can I do stuff with computer? No. 500 XP. 87 signature weapon is now available at my trading posts. Well, no, that just sounds amazing. Today, I was looking to do... We were here to do a Willis quest. But I actually kind of think that just hopping straight on in on Willis quests might be a bit much. I think that I wouldn't mind doing just some additional fun today. Maybe doing some side quest goodness. We'll come back to Willis soon. It's pretty cool, though, that we were able to save here and wake up here. Okay, those dudes aren't going to like me. Can we maybe get somewhere? Okay. Okay, there's two of them. Alright. Looks like they're going to open... Oh, come on now. Get wrecked. I can sometimes get them. They take one of your health off anyway. Ooh. They got a big dude. That eagle's attacking. Oh, that eagle got one of your dudes. You got the big heavy too. That's crazy. How did he do that? Oh. Oh. Alright, one of them almost saw me. Oh, now they figured out that's not an eagle. You got two of your dudes? That's just nuts, man. I think that was it. Alright. Break into a bit of a run. Oh. Oh, I didn't realize he was still here. Oh, not you. I like those guys. And now, of course, reinforcements. How do I break that? Other than that, that's how you break that? Okay. All of this for a karma, dude? Alright. Now, are we getting reinforcements? Because I've got reinforcements. Can I get into your... Alright. I kind of want your weapon, your drivable weapon. Do you think I can have this? HDR on an MP5 setup, or is that a with a thick scope? Oh, to be honest, like this guy here, I think that's an MP5. This guy here, and then this. I can't really remember now. This is a very nice sniper rifle, though. It can go through like armored things. Get wrecked. They're gonna take their... maybe not. They're gonna take their guy with. Can I have it instead? Just saying, I will take amazing care of it. I will take amazing care of it. There. This is the best weapon in the game anyway. No? Oh. Alright, never mind. Those guys are kind of fun to mess with, but I don't really want to get to them right now. I'm not just 100% how I look. How do I take a look at my gear? No, this is all general options and stuff? No, okay. Up in here? Collection? It's in my loot bag. Naku said he intends on giving Twitch another try when he's back on his meds in a better spot. That's what I was thinking. Like at this point, I think yeah. I won't speak for him. I don't think he needs to take a break. But I think that if he wants to have a fresh start again, I think he can absolutely do that. I think all of us can do that, but you know, he's got a good set of people here. I do think he should keep Discord running though. I think that would be good for him. So at this point, I have no idea how to check what I'm carrying as a weapon. Like, that's my holster, but I don't know how to check what's in my holster. And then tactics, and then collection. And then my loot bag. And it's not any of these things? No. No, no. Yeah, I legit have no idea how to check that information. F1? Oh, no. F. Oh, the F buttons are just... Yeah, they open up these things. Specifically. And then that opens up that. Yeah, I can check what I'm carrying. Hold on. No. Sidearms only. Okay. Those guys are bros. Oh, hold on. Successfully destroyed one of these once before doing this, but we often find that I have to be on the proper angle to get the shots under it, maybe. Yeah. Sometimes you can roll a grenade under them. Sometimes you can get them with a shot. There we go. Don't want it to overheat too much. And see, it looks like it's smoking nicely, but I don't think I know exactly the right, because like there's the fuel tank. I think I only have knifey things to throw at them. So anyway, it's worth karma if I can destroy that thing. I have a hard time doing that, and if I don't have grenades, well, there we go. This is kind of what I want to do tonight, is just mess around with people on the island. Right? Because that was fun. Oh, see now, how did that one blow up? No issue. But I cannot seem to blow up a courier truck. Anyway. Yeah, I do think streaming takes its toll on some folk. And it all depends on what you've got going on in your life. And when you take on school, that's big. But it's also really important. I heard an animal behind. Where is he? Oh, he's still over here. Was? These some vehicles just don't want to blow up. Gonna conk out. Have a good night, stream. Enjoy. Thanks for coming in, Toasty. There we go. That's all you're really going for. Okay, so as far as what's to do in this place. Good night, Toasty. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Propaganda poster, yes. Let's go get that. While we let the forest behind us burn, we'll go get this particular piece of propaganda. Done. Ooh, 6 more for an extra work. Well, that's not too bad. And I guess we can go look for little chests. Is that a purchase place? Over here? Oh, yeah. It's one of these dudes. Ooh, a new weapon? From this dude? No, just kidding. But you can have all of my stuff. We have so many dollar reviews. Oh my god. So then, oh wait, let's do the ammo thing. This guy just happens to carry all of the ammo. That's not a problem for him. Can't purchase more than that. I guess we buy healing syringes. They heal you at more than full. I think I have the perk that heals it to more than what my full capacity can be. Like it gives me 6 bars of health. I have 4. Something like that. I've never done these guns for hireness. But that could be pretty okay. We could probably take some of the bigger things, for that matter. Painted pachyderms? Whoa. And that brings us down in the dollar review. Oh, and actually, this is the only way that I can know what I have for weapons. I'm not going to remember that I have a Z93. Oh, that's not the one. No, it is the one I'm carrying. The Z93 sniper rifle. Well, it's just not something I'm going to remember. But it is an MP5 that I've got. And I know that's a PK, and that's my big. That's the big gun. That's this thing. Has the thing on the side, which I think might be a handle, but I'm not 100% sure. This is also not really meant to be carried so much as you lie down with it. It's essentially the same thing that's up here. I carry one of those. What, that guy? And that guy? Careful. Careful. Buddy. You almost killed that warthog. I don't think we can have that. You're safe, Piggy, you're safe. Back into my gun truck? Now let's go find out what we can do. Lots of stuff, I suppose. Like, there's plenty of these posters. And they don't show up after a certain zoom. But if we zoom in just enough, we can pick up a bunch of them, to be honest. And if you zoom in a little bit more, you sometimes get those points of interest. So let's go see if we can find, you know, karma events in the midst of not trashing your truck. Hopefully not too much trashing of your truck. I could possibly also take a look at the animals needed to upgrade some of our gear. We did that in Far Cry 3. Like an okay amount in Far Cry 3. We've done it a little bit less in this one.
Stop! Stop here! I fought for my country.
That was intense. I don't even think we need to loot half the dudes that we end up killing here. Upgrades are most likely a good thing. That's what I was thinking. Oh, this guy? You're good, right? You're good? You guys are also good? Okay. Hold on a sec. Let me come around and make sure you're alright. Everybody okay? Oh, dude. Out of my way, I'm gonna repair stuff. Apparently. Hey, I'm repairing stuff. Do you need a repair? Cool. Can I talk with you? That's a big no? Oh, is it because of this thing? Yeah, I was going for that a minute ago. Thanks, dude. And say things. That's alright. That's alright. Whoa, whoa. Birdo, where are you? Wait. What the hell just killed him? It wasn't that guy. Was it this guy? Oh, it was too, wasn't it? And you're gonna die too, sorry. But jeebus, that was terrible. Well, there. One of my syringes. Do we use these things for anything? Alright, well, sorry about that, dude. We did our best, but an eagle got you. I'm pretty sure an eagle got him. Alright, let's try for it. There's our opium ball. We get at least one of those every stream. Okay, so... Because we're still not really even carrying the max dollary dues. We've only got the one upgrade. And loot bag wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, these eagles are definitely the worst in the game. I mean, tigers were terrible in Far Cry 3. Nimble bastards. They seemed like they were smaller than your average, like, real tiger, so, like, they were super scary, because, I don't know, something like that kind of stalking at you and coming at you. Can't see coming. But yeah, in this game it's eagles. That's just great. You know, I'm not as worried about things like quiver, heavy ammo. I don't use these things quite as much, but I wouldn't mind a bigger loot bag. It's just, you know, where do you get demon fish? At least eagles are only up in mountains in 5. Well, that's not too bad then. Wait. How's cursor? Come back. There we go. Syringes I don't worry too much about. Oh, is my cursor having a go at me again? Hold on. My cursor might be having a go at me again. There we go. Try it. Ooh, one more clouded leper and we can carry large ammo bag for sidearms, shotguns, rifles, stuff. Cool. I wouldn't mind being able to carry a bit more ammos. And then it also tells you what the next upgrade thing that you need. Oh, so tigers and clouded leopards to pay. There we go. Oh, so there's... Alright, okay. So we'll get this one, then we'll get that one. This should be good. We'll go get our propaganda posters. And we'll pick up some animal goodness at the same time. I'm actually stuck on the rock. This game's vehicle physics is just kind of incredible. And I'm pretty sure this thing is now just screwed. Not sure if hungry, thirsty, or just really tired. I can believe that. Alright, well that's as far as that vehicle got to go. Seriously? There's no nudging it, eh? There we go. Sec. There we go. You can't quite see them. There we go. Oh, that's a civilian. Hey, who's actually shooting me? Oh, that guy. See, look how many shots that's taking. He even lost his helmet. But I could have taken him down with one of these. Okay, he's a good guy. Man. I just wanted my truck back. There we go. Never mind the shooting going on behind me. There we go. Does that count? Are we allowed out? And is there crap going on up here? Starting to not take any chances. Some of the games we launch, the animals are not crazy. Some of the games that we launch, the animals are crazy. They just have to have. All right, we made it here. Is there other crazy stuff that we can do? Wow. Are you guys doing okay? You guys are doing okay? What's in the box? Is it just a Bible? Cool stuff. Visit the propaganda center for quests. I was gonna try to snipe that eagle. see what we can do. Can we take this car all the way out there? Because I wouldn't mind hitting that and checking to see if we can get leopards in the area. Area leopards. I'm not going to accelerate going down this hill, and I think we'll do okay.
Now, I don't know if you guys have heard, but apparently there's a crazed killer running
There
around
we
with
go.
a thing for masks.
That should be good. Now we can accelerate.
Unlike his calling card or something, which got me thinking, what would be my calling card if I was a kid?
Okay, what do we got? You guys alright? Your vehicle looks like it has seen way better days. Are we celebrating? Are we shooting eagles? Oh, we're apparently shooting eagles. Jeebus. That's terrifying. It's way worse than when they attack you and you get to face them for a second.
May I have a word with you?
Sure. Hold on.
Can't believe I'm still here.
What's going on, boss? I'll try not to kill you.
Terrible at engine repair. Is that? Roger, run!
Yeah. Hold on a sec. Watch me use the power of fire to fill your tire up with air. You know? Successfully repaired. Welcome. Hype in the chat. Parker. Holy crap, Parker. Tell me more. Tell me more about how lit your stream was, good sir. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Come on in. It's warm. It's toasty. We're fixing cars with fire. Hype. Welcome. Thank you so much for the raid, man. How was stream? How did it go? Tell me more about what happened in Final Fantasy.
Over here.
Over here.
I'm okay.
You okay?
I think I'm okay.
You okay?
Holy
These guys might be okay. What's all that shooting? Stream was dummy thick? Yes. And new emote slot. No kidding, man. No kidding. That is amazing. Aw. My mouse cursor is not having the best night tonight. I've lost it about 2 or 3 times in the last few minutes there. He thinks he is okay, but he isn't. No? And the FF Espers beat the Empire, so now we're teaming up with the Empire to get the Espers to stop. Dude! It's so good. You're playing a pretty amazing anime. Also, all of the Karma events are happening right here. All of them. Yeah, that is awesome. I'm so glad you're loving it. Eagle, but what about that dude? And what about that dude? Ah, so close. And what about... Can we get the other dudes? Ah, alright. BRB, gotta readjust eyeballs for a sec. No, that makes all kinds of sense, yo. Come on, just... Whoa. Okay, he's just right there. Can you move? Can you move? You guys did not need to pull right up like that. You just didn't. You did not need to pull up like that. Although, I think... Is that my ride? Or, no. Yeah, that's my ride. Can you get out of my ride? Oh, and then these guys are coming up from the hill? Okay, we gotta kill him before he comes all the way down here with that much fire. Wowza. Are you guys... Is everybody okay? He didn't get the good vehicle, right? Jeebus. Okay, now are we celebrating? I can never tell if we're celebrate shooting or like legit shooting. I'm just leaving. I'm leaving. There's a whole lot of just shooting going on. Welcome in, everybody. So Far Cry 4 has been already a little bit nuts, and we're not even doing a whole lot of eventy things. Oh. Where are they? Oh, here he is. Okay, I couldn't quite see. Oh, they're like right in front of me. I thought there was just on the other side of that hill. Anybody over here? Make it so that it's harder for them to use this to come after me. I told Parker I went to bed, pretend I'm not here. Well, quiet. But also welcome in. Welcome in. So we're after like side questy things, karma events, propaganda, posters. Like this one right in here. And then we're gonna go after some of the animals needed for, like, what are they called? Upgrades? That kind of stuff. Ooh. Isle? Isle. Well, thank you very much for the gifted sub to Isle. Koopa, you madman. Welcome in, welcome in. Enjoy your ad-free viewing and your amazing emotes. F's in the chat, but more hype in the chat. King of the Mountain. Is that me or is that you? So now somewhere around here. Dude, thank you so much for that. Wait for it. Cloud leopard. So, this way is where they are. Longest reload. However, this will go get us some cloud leopards. I hope. And less eagles, damn it. I'm starting to see why people yell eagle, eagle. It didn't bother me for like half this game. No. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. Back up. There. You gotta be in the skinning zone or you don't get to go, yeah, right? Right? And so, ammo bag is ours. Next upgrade, we need Shadow Leopard. Get a skin from the Kirat Fashion Week quest. Oh. No, that's me. I'm the king. King Koopas. I used to be Koopas, the king of comedy, but some absolute arseholes ruined that acronym for life. Yeah. Like Krusty the Clown Club. Indeed. Well, King, thank you very, very much for climbing the mountain and viewing my stream from all the way up there. Or something like that. Let's go get us a throwables bag, shall we? Yeah, because we don't use most of these other sorts of things. I guess loot bags, but we still don't know how to get King of Fuck Mountain. We still don't know how to get Demon Fish. I found one kind of by accident when we were doing the Shangri-La quests, which I don't think there are more of right now. There's probably one or two more of those coming up. Until we do more major plot things, gotta zoom up for a sec here. This area is unpassable. As you approach this, it tells you, hey, well, by the way, you will be fed, and it will not taste good. So, there's another Shangri quest. I wanted to go get this bell tower, and it was all like, dude, that's a giant no. But there are, so many of these little one alarm, easy places. In fact, if you snipe the alarm before heading in, then there's only like 6 people to take care of. So, 2 alarms. Unlocks a trading post and fast travels and new quests. So like, for example, we could go see about taking something like that. We were going to be doing like story quests, but maybe we'll take care of those tomorrow. But that was our cloud leopard. Dude, what's going on, man? Oh, thanks. 80 meters this way. With 2 alarms, we should be able to snipe one of them for sure. Right. 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 Oh, and welcome back. Welcome back, Parker. And I'm with you, Duct Tape, but there was a couple of the ones in Far Cry 3 that are 3 alarm. And like, okay, so for example, wherever you see that little bell type thing, there's typically an alarm at the base of that. And so maybe at the base of this thing here. Something like that. But sometimes they're really tough to get to. Oh, wait. Base of there. There's one. Okay, so it's the little lights on the top. So we can see. Yeah, we can see if I can take it from here. There. And I tried doing this for one of them, but like the way that there's 2 buildings here, one of them was essentially like right in between the 2 buildings, and you couldn't snipe it. Like they were, I think the 3 alarm ones are intended that the 3rd alarm you have to get from inside. And then they know. See, like I can't see that one, and they might hit it before I have a chance.
You can hide a footprint, but not the trail of scent.
Can't see the base of it. There we go. Awesome.
Mark it, shoot, the alarm isn't working. Hi. I should check. What if it's a trap?
It's not a trap. Go look and see why that guy just suddenly napped out of nowhere.
He left me.
Go see why he just spontaneously napped. This is just a mystery, guys. This is just a mystery. Just an absolute frackin' mystery. Downtown. That man was sleepy. They're supposed to know when you're inside. No way. Stealthy like. Okay, so that one was not too bad. For a 2 alarm, that one was pretty good. I will take that. You can stand up now. It's a little bit on fire and all that. There was probably a Tiggy in there. But there's one. In case I wanted to, you know, get my skins in a really disrespecting manner. Honey badgers? Are you kidding me? I happen to know a lot about those, and they're terrible. So this worked out. Whoa. There's a tiger that's out? Is he up with you? You look bored considering. Or are you guys freaking out over these tigers? Because I'm down here and they're fine. I don't entirely trust the cages, but whatever. Because, like, yeah, animal of the week, I know better, but, like, I'm not scared of tigers. I haven't learned anything about tigers. Yeah, I hear a lot of needing for help. Hold on. And there's a poster to take down. Yes. 3 more? Give me a reward? But seriously, like, that's good. Okay, dude, move. They keep talking about, like, bad things, and you guys are just standing there. Do we have scary stuff? No? Are we fine? Are we fine? Alright, cool stuff, cool stuff. No worries, no worries. That was pretty cool, though. That worked out. They need to make tigers animal of the week. There you go. I got a chance to meet a tiger when I was in Niagara Falls for a variety of reasons. We used to go there a lot. I'm trying to remember when this one was for. But right beside our hotel was a hotel that had a large enough stage that they could host an all year round magic show for a dude that had a tiger, a giant white tiger. You have a tiger tattooed down your left arm? Whoa, that's all right. Top of this tiger's head was the size of a dinner plate, like just the top of it. Patting the top, my hand width from thumb to pinky was like 2/3 of the top of this. Like the head of this tiger was bigger than my entire upper torso. It was absolutely nuts. It was a massive, massive animal. And there was like 8 rules you had to follow before you got to meet this tiger. It's crazy. So like I actually pat the thing on the top of the head. They had like a baby bottle, but it was massive. Like a 2-liter bottle turned into a baby bottle. And it was a puree of like 19 different things. And they had like a dozen of them. And what they would do is do this like specific click tapping noise type thing. And they would put the bottle in front and Tiger would just go like right up to it, just like glom right into the thing. And then he'd walk him around in a circle. And as long as the bottle had food in it, we were allowed to touch the tiger. It's like, and then as soon as the bottle was empty, he'd have to like drag it to the middle of the circle and make a different noise. And then Tiger would sit there and he'd trade the bottles out, make the noise again. Tiger would grab on and boom, he'd start the circle again. So he passed like 3 times and I got to pat him on the head a bunch. But I'm like, if this thing just said nope, this whole room would die. That's the end of it. Nobody would survive if this thing decided to have a bad day. You just get that feeling when you're standing in front of it. It looked friendly. It looked big and soft. But it also looked super dangerous. So the tigers in Far Cry 3, they actually seemed almost little. Like there's a point where the tiger's actually biting at you, you know, and it's terrifying, but it's almost too quick. The animal that I met was big. It was like a 650-pound friggin' animal. Like they've got the same weight distribution of a brown bear, but they're slender, so like they've got all that same raw power behind them, but they don't seem it until they're right there in front of you, and you're like, oh my givner, that's a big animal. That's a really big animal. So yeah, tigers are kind of awesome. You should definitely do an animal of the week on them. I think that would be dope. Because there's a bunch of different kinds of tigers too, right? Depending upon the region and all that they're from. Clouded leopard? What's the... We need Bengal tigers and snow leopards. Yeah. I don't know if we've seen clouded leopards. There's a macaque. We gotta go. we gotta go say the word macaque a whole lot. But yeah, clouded we figured out a bit ago. We got our fill of those guys, but I wouldn't mind. There's a poster there, and there's a place of interest. Let's go get the place of interest first. We're kind of just doing like a lot of extra stuff today, and it's kind of all right. You've also got a pet tiger, and hold his paw. He's a big sweetie, and wanted his ears rubbed and chin scratched. You also got a... Oh, you got to pet a tiger. You got a pet tiger. Like right now, you just went out and got one. Oh, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. Thanks for asking, man. Thanks for asking. You got to hold his paw. Oh my god. Yeah, what they eat calorically in a day is absolutely incredible. Where would I have parked my really awesome ride? Did we maybe lose my really awesome ride by doing this mish? I feel like we did. I was recommended a book one time about a tiger that basically slaughtered a Russian village. Hunting party went after it, and after hunting it for a few days, they realized they were actually the ones being hunted. Oh, never read the book, but apparently it's based off real personal journals. That's nuts. You wish you had a pet tiger, or if I did, you would get daily updates with pigs. Like that kind of a tiger? Not that kind of a tiger. Oh, and you read that book? There you go. There you go. We saw a documentary on what it takes to have pet tigers, and I don't remember if it was from this dude or not. But like I think it was. So the dude from the magic show who had this tiger, he actually had two that he performed with during the show, and this was the one that he was going to walk around with us. It was young, only a couple of years old, kind of a thing, even though it was massive. But he was also part of a tiger sanctuary, just a small one. Only had like 10 or 12. Frank in the chat. We're talking about tigers, man. Tigers are the shit. But yeah, for the most part, tigers can eat just a boatload of food a day, and they require that plus entertainment. So they did this partly because I believe there was need for the home for a tiger. They were also thinking how cool would it be to have one for their show. So, you know, two things kind of went together. But they also had the ability to take it, like they had a farm, a massive farm, like it wasn't an agricultural farm, like it was a huge amount of land. Yeah, I didn't make it to him fast enough, did I? Well, do we need more clouded leopards? Because like we're clearly here in the region for it. Off topic, sent you an orchestral version of FF6 OST. That's amazing. Seriously? There he goes. They bounced, by the way. Did he get you? Jeebus. The Eagles have gotten just terrible in this game. Maybe late game they're worse. Anyway, I'm commandeering your truck. So how are you tonight, Frank? How are you? Also went into detail on what the tiger did to the people. Whoa. That sounds like quite the book. We're going this way? Okay, we were going this way, guys. It's a good thing there's a map in this game. We'd so lose, like, everything without a map. Hi, everybody.
Too many golden pass in the area. The Royal Army is trying to retake this outpost. We need immediate assistance.
Wait, where? Here? That's a tree, everybody. Apparently our assistance has been requested. We need to go for some badassery. Hold on. Can we go right here? There we go. Not bad. This'll do. Just start wildly shooting into the forest. Can I take the tree out, or is this not Crisis? Yeah, because I'm pretty well covered here. There, right? Now, is that a good dude or is that a bad dude? I keep seeing somebody. And I also have a thing, apparently, with killing civilians. So we gotta stop doing that. Karma. Yes, baby. Okay, man. Moved into an amazing new place. Frantically trying to put an office together so you can get back to work tomorrow, Frank. That sounds amazing, dude. That is... Oh, cool. Hold on. I need to kill some eagles. And that tiger? You guys still seem spooked. What's up? Seriously, what's up? Wait. Okay. Maybe? Whoa. Hope that goes well, Van Ham. Moves suck. New place is always cool, but it's kind of exciting to get used to all the learn the new ghosts and all the goodness. Dude, yes. That's kind of awesome. I've moved quite a bit, but been stable for the last little while, so but I got used to moving a lot when I was a kid. But yeah, it's awesome that your place is a maze. It's always good when it's a place you're excited about too. So moving or moved? Like, do you have to go through the arduous process? See, they're still shooting and I can't tell. Well, gee, you're finally firing blindly with a huge 50 cal into a... Well, but I mean, they look spooked for different reasons. I'm used to that level of spooked.
Honey badgers attacking!
See, things like that. Honey badgers. That sounds spooky.
Someone pick up! Honey
You're the reason we were able to hold the outpost. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
This is what you live for. I didn't think we were going to make it. Ajay, you're back. Here, you've earned this.
Thanks, man. $18,000 dues? Are you kidding me? That's a lit number of dollar dues. Final Fantasy 6 UA.
They'll be on us soon.
Yeah, I kind of want to hear that OST as well. Hope to get everything together enough to start doing some recording again. Yes. Yes. Oh, that's awesome. You moved to 10-2, but the first house you, as an adult. Oh, yes. Still renting, but brand new build. Happy you moved. Everything is at the house at least. I've known a couple of people where renting a house has turned out in their favor. My brother, for example, there was a couple that owned houses in many cities, Toronto being one of them. My brother lived in Toronto. But they spent maybe a month of the year living there, and the place was massive. A huge place. So they just had tons of money, and they always wanted to make sure it was rented to somebody that was nice. So that's really cool. Another buddy of mine rented, and eventually the owner just said screw it and wanted to sell. Wasn't looking to make money on the house. So, like, way undercut to sell the house under. So I've known a couple of people that have really had it work out in their favor, just even off of renting a house. That's kind of cool. And actually, how it also worked out is that they were renting in a different place. And the guy was always like, oh, don't worry, I will always keep my place. My place is gold. My place is awesome. But it was being bought up by a bunch of student places. And all of a sudden, one day, he's like, well, what are you going to do? And they're like, what do you mean, what are we going to do? And it's like, well, you got to leave. I just sold it. So, like, they were renting this place, and suddenly the nicest guy in the world just up and screwed them. But it was the very next place that they were renting that ended up not only being better, but because it wasn't an apartment house, they had the whole place, they were able to buy it. So it worked out quite well, because that first place wasn't too bad, but it was really 1 out of 5 places. So, you know, you're never going to own the whole thing. So, getting everything in place, first major step, especially with all that space. Oh, that is so good. Yeah, having the extra space. Like, Frank, do you have like an upstairs, downstairs? Do you have like a whole world you get to make kind of like, do you get to have studio? That is amazing. I really hope an upgrade to sizes in my future one day. Not something I'm itching for right now, but this place is getting kind of small for 3 full-size people. My kid is definitely starting to be a full-size person. You got used to a lot of new places, Koopa? Yeah. I've lived in houses, I've lived in townhouses and apartments. The only thing I haven't lived in technically is a condo. My parents have lived in condos, but not me. Ready to move, but turned in your lease renewal this afternoon. What are your, like, is that a full year? You have to renew for? I will say that's bunk. That super sucks. What I don't think I've ever had like a proper lease on a place. I rent, and the first year you're liable for, but then you just go month to month after that. Yes, but the one I signed can leave at any time with no fees as long as you give them 30 days. Okay, so there you go. You're basically on a month-to-month lease. That is really good. That's really cool. The only reason that they do it in my town for a year is because we have a lot of students. We have both a college and a university. Oh, sorry, Piggy. That was unfortunate. Backing up. That was a lot of fun. Ooh, 3 floors, full floor. First floor is full studio. Feel a little guilty having such a big place, but coming to terms with it. That is amazing. If you've worked hard for it, and even if you haven't, dude, take good care. That's amazing. That is amazing. Having a first floor studio. That is amazing. Oh, Sherpa, out of the way, dude. Out of the way. Okay. Is that a good guy? Because seriously, man. This is my ride. But there's a unknown location behind me. Up maybe this way? Ooh, Sherpa Forest Camp. There we go. There we go. Grandmother royally screwed you over with that kind of thing, renting your great-grandmother's old home. Cool having your own home, but you were renting it from her under a handshake deal. Finally, I got about $2K from ownership of the house. Was working on 3 separate jobs to afford it. Put all this to fixing it up, and she sold it out from under you. Unbelievably. Wow. Wow. That is epic layer. Terrible. Lonesome Planet. I hear the sound of an animal that wants to kill me. That's the sound. I think it's on this side. That's the sound. You get really used to the animal noises out here. Jeez. Yeah, that is absolutely terrible, Coop. That is nuts. That is nuts. Families should definitely not be looking to do that. I will say, my current family, both sides, mom and dad, are amazing and have done really, really well in the past couple of years. Decades ago, on the other hand, not so much. We had family members that were not particularly looking to help out. And yeah, no details, but jeebus, some people are just terrible. And you have to be like, I need you to write this down and read it to yourself in a week and see if you'd slap the person who would do this. So that's unfortunate. Tried all legal options for it, and honestly, I've been told I should have gotten in writing. That's unfortunately it, right there. Once, like, she didn't need it in her writing. And that's the unfortunate part, is that it only took one decision of, hey, I think I'm going to do this. I feel like there was a dude that I hung out with at a job that I worked, that he worked 2.5 full-time jobs. Like, he had 2 full-time jobs and a part-time job. Just because his family screwed him over. He ended up basically paying for his mom's life while she went through dementia. Because he was talking about mortgage payments and stuff. And I was like, what are you talking about mortgage payments? You live in a dive, dude. You live in a tiny little townhouse dive. What do you mean mortgage payments? And he's like, oh, yeah, no, my mom lives somewhere real nice. I'm like, oh, this is why you work around the clock, buddy, isn't it? And so he's like, we should talk. And he let me know that essentially he's got lots of brothers and sisters and not a single one of them uses a dime to help out in any capacity. So he basically, like, did everything possible. And then somewhere along the lines, a lawyer buddy, like somebody was just like, I'll take a look at your life. And kind of like just wanted to see, was that an eagle? Are you coming? Are you coming? Just kind of wanted to see, like, let's take a look at your life, and went, you know what? Let's try something. And managed to swing it so that because his mother had been in dependency for the last decade, the amount of, like, money that he was due back for being a caregiver for all of this stuff that he hadn't even really considered. So out of nowhere, he's getting a windfall instead. Oh, I'm not going to have made it to that guy. Oh, did he survive? Dude, yes. So yeah, he kind of ended up getting the windfall out of it, to which, of course, his siblings were all like, hey, where's ours? And he got to flip them the bird. So that super sucks, man. I do hope that eventually the karma comes back for you as well. If you've ever heard the story of the guy that I knew that just went on random vacations, like he'd literally go to Scotland for the weekend. It's because he had absolutely no obligations and butt tons of money out of nowhere. So, yeah. The guy's life went from, I don't know what I'm doing with my life, but it sucks right now, to, holy crap, I've been to like 40 different countries. Can you just, like, skin these? It's right there. Can we skin tiger? No? Man. We have to also kill them, do we? Is that one dead? You see why I kept shooting there, Duct Tape. You see why I kept shooting. They don't exactly guarantee drop dead. Also, I'm watching. Does my health only fill up 1? Oh, it does. I regenerate 1 of the little mint green thingies down at the bottom. I always say this, I ain't had no easy life. However, it's the things that help make you me. Do you own this house I'm living in with your father now, so being a millennial homeowner is cool. That is kind of amazing. That is kind of amazing. No, I think adversity really does help make the person. It doesn't have to, but it can definitely be a teaching tool. It helps when you actually shoot their body or their head and not the ground with their paws. Hey, I was trying to scare it. Maybe, you know, fear of life. What are we shooting at, guys? What are we shooting at? Did I get it? I didn't, but I don't think I can raise the barrel high enough to shoot. I'm at a disadvantage. Did it just take out that tree? I think I'm just shooting at trees now. Oh, wait. Ah. It's coming around for another jab at me, isn't it? Let's just drive. So anyway, Far Cry. I talked to Edge because it's cheaper than therapy. Hey, do so. And sometimes venting. I'm a huge fan of venting. Sometimes venting is exactly what people need. What's our next good place we want to go? I don't, like, animal-wise, I don't see, like, there's clouded leopards, but we need snowy leopards, which I'm sure are gonna only be in the, I guess, wait, hold on. Clouded leopards. Yeah. So, because we need them for one of these, something around there. We go. Snow leopards. That's what we need. So you know. That's how I play it. It's a good way to play. It's not a bad way to play. Seriously, like, venting your frustrations to a friendly person. Very valid therapy. Out of my way, bird. Done and done. And all while I drive a rickety-ass car across... Wait, hold on. Okay, I can see mounted gun now. I couldn't see mounted gun, and I wasn't sure if I was driving a weapon or not. I like driving the weapon. Hold on. Let's go fix something.
Namaste, Ajay.
Hi. I'm gonna fill up your tires with the power of Fire. Looks a lot like your old truck. Nice, nice. Did you have the shield around the 50 caliber or not? Hold on. Is it... Are we fixed? Alright, now let me get my gun out, because otherwise I'm going to burn the heck out of you. Hi! Do you have dollar reduce for me?
I thought
I would have been killed if you hadn't shown up.
I've never
Thank
seen
you.
anyone do that.
You're both talking to me, by the way. That's a little aggro. And those are beeps. It was a bit taller? Nice. Whoa. Rhino? Yeah, I don't know that I want to deal with Rhino either. But I kind of want to see it. I wonder if the 50 cal's enough. Seriously. I'm curious. Would this be enough to take the... Have we done Rhino before? Alright, never mind. Yeah, if we can find that without it being too much too much going on. Whoa, buddies. Whoa, buddies. Are you okay? You didn't survive that, did you? The NPCs on this island are absolutely brutal. That was civilian on Golden Sun. Don't take my truck, you. I'm gonna fill up your tires with fire. I don't know, maybe we go weld ourselves a Rhino after this. There, your tires are filled with fire now. Okay, cool. I didn't kill the person that had money. Yeah, out of my way, you. Well, that's a bad guy truck. No, the prevent animal attack's gonna be the Rhino, isn't it? I don't know that I'm up for that. Hold on. Oh, it's one of those guns instead. Okay, I was hoping it was a mortar type item. You've got me a poster. I can't say no to a poster. There we go. Now, was there something chasing me? Am I leading a wild animal over to this guy? I don't think it's karma if I can't let him go.
If it wasn't for you, I don't know what would have happened.
Oh, got an earlier morning than you thought? Dude. Thanks for coming in. Thank you very much for the gifted sub. Have you an awesome night. And we will see you nice and soon. Ah. There we go. Okay, this guy's gonna kill me? But my gun is fine. I'm kind of good but weak. Did I lose my car? Where did we leave that thing? Hi, Sherpa.
My friend, I have new things to show you.
You want to buy all my crap? Yeah, you do. Yeah, let's get that out of here. You don't happen to have a whole bunch of things like grenades, do you? Thanks. So the confirmation button is also the kill the Sherpa button. That's new. Can I get some F's in the chat? We're really not trying to... We're okay. Were NPCs this fragile in Far Cry 3? I don't remember that happening as often. But it's literally every stream we lose a civilian. At least it's not Fallout and I can just take all of my caps back. But seriously, where did my truck go? That's just special. If I zoom in very far, can I see where I might have left my truck? Did I leave it there? Oh! Hold on. 100 meters away? Let's go get ourselves a flying lawn chair. We kill a lot less people from the flying lawn chairs, let's just say. Yeah, I've stream marked that. We'll see if I can turn that into something fun later. I'm telling you, I get more clips from Far Cry than any other game. Absolutely better than any other game. Unknown location, maybe? Like, I get an okay number of them out of Fallout. It's not too bad. But it's not this level of crazy. Okay, this should be a lot of fun. Somewhere down here is a place we've never been before. Let's go land this thing, like, right in the middle of traffic. Oh, there's a letter here, too. I think. Is that what this is? Oh, probably in a cave, maybe, down here? Is this gonna get me killed? Only one way to find out. Also, any chance there's demon fish? I can't shoot anything while I'm here. I'm getting those... I'm getting those feathers you only get when you're in Shangri-La. But underwater. And not in Shangri-La. Can I get some flashlight? Smuggler's Portage. Oh. Oi, flashlight. No? Oh, we'll warm up by the fire. Oh, I wonder if there's people in here. And again, I cannot drink the stuff I find? That's just wrong. That's just all kinds of wrong. Things. This is gonna be my notes. My lost letter. Yeah. Demon fish? No? I guess this is a little bit shallow for demon fish. Okay. Tried to get close to those boxes, it wasn't having it. A used candle. Everybody. A used candle. Location maps, 25% off at trading posts. I kind of forgot that you could buy location maps. I think they show off more things like this. Now, can we get, hopefully, back up? I left a helicopter up there. And less animals. Less animals. Hey! Well, that was alright. That was a good little vignette to pick up. and into my chopper. That's okay. This place is an outpost we have not taken. So we probably need to approach this from the backside. Around the... Let's go get a surprise on them. There we go. Stay. How many alarms do we have? One alarm. Nope. There. Hopefully he didn't get a chance to alert anybody. No, no, that's not a chance. I'm not sure where my alarm is. But it could just be more fun. There we go. Reinforcements instead. We take this one a little tiny bit more dangerously.
We're on our way to you.
So they're gonna come in this way. Yeah, they are. I can win. I've done it a few times. It's actually kind of exciting after some stealth fights. Right? Ooh, we get like a thing. The alarm is right against a far building. Ah, so I came in the wrong side. We'll get a chance to take a look from where we are. The far building? So like on the other side of this one? Hold on. That was amazing. We'll just use another syringe. We'll pretend that didn't happen. That guy. Stealth. Oh, there's a beehive in there. We're going to move away from the beehive. Yeah, okay. So I could see it, but I had no idea. Welcome, newbie. Welcome. We're trying to get a little tiny bit better at stealth. I mean, I've got the best rifle in the game, I think, for stealth at this point. Also, though, lots of propaganda to take out. How are you tonight, newbie? You having a good day? You having fun? All the best times? Oh, it's a book and propaganda. Where's the propaganda? Second floor? Oh, there we go. Can we do this? Wait, that's not it, is it? I'll have to park a car beside it if that's it. Oh yeah, how do I... Can I flip your car over? That's amazing. Hold on, I'm gonna fill the tire. I love this. This animation is brilliant. Got out of work 30 minutes ago. Hey, get some R&R. There we go. Don't worry about that. That's fine. Hold on. There. Lol. We don't need that thing anymore. We need this thing. I cannot believe I had to pull a car up to this thing, but alright, I'll take it. And then somewhere... Is it inside the building? Okay. There's a book in here, right? Can I have it? I've never been to your house, but I'm going to take all of your stuff. You can fix a tire with a torch. It's not bad, it's not bad. I'm going to burn more air, pressurized wise, into a tire of your truck. Then I'm going to drive it and use it as a ladder. I mean, I pretty much one hand flipped the thing over, fixed it with a blowtorch, and then climbed it so I could tear down a poster. We live in great worlds. It's fantastic. And now I'm going to sell a whole bunch of stuff to a cabinet. Because that makes just as much sense. But I'm going to buy things like grenades and rifle ammos as well. Because why not? And then out we go. Can I drive the forklift? Can I drive the forklift? We cannot drive the forklift? Oh, man. Whoa, buddies. Yo, hi. Thank you. That's amazing. Do we have a goodly vehicle? Nothing too nice. I'm not too bad at killing the eagles. They've been an absolute pain in this game. Not most of the times that we play, but today. Binary Sage, welcome, welcome. Oh, jeez. Alright, well that sucked. We gotta earn some karma back. We just killed one of our own dudes. How goes sir in chat? Good, 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 good. How goes in yay English? Did you put in stars or do I have something that censors? I don't think I have something that censors. Whoa, guys, guys, guys. There's like a dude right here. Alright, I'm just gonna preemptively get the heck out of their way. That's my ride, man. Go around my ride. Anyway, I put stars, but only one. Good times, good times. Apparently, you need to visit Rabbi Ray Runya. Come on now. Oh, and I'm going the wrong way. Wait, where am I going? Oh, there was more propaganda stuff. Okay. Back we go. Back we go. Well, I hope everybody's having a lit Monday. Ghost ride. I'm ghost riding. It's what the cool kids do. Oh, and is it on this wall? Oh, it is too. That's amazing. Get out of here. Tight turn and I didn't flip. Nah. I do well. Sort of. We can also ride those guys. Just saying. Oh, Sherpa, buddy, yo, out my way. Yeah, I like the J turns in this game. They're not bad. Where should we go next? We're actually doing good at knocking out all of the little, what are these? Outposts, they're called, I suppose. So that's probably the next one. Yeah, let's go for it. We'll drive fast. Certain vehicles in this game are really well done, and certain ones are intentionally quite terrible. Hold on. Oh, getting an Amber Alert. Oh, 2 kids. Jeebus. It doesn't tell me the area. We get these giant alerts. Mine's supposed to make a boatload of noise, though. I don't know why that didn't. Anyway. Oh, hi. See, so some of the vehicles in this game are really good. You can pay 0 attention and still do okay. You get those as well? So I'll get another one of those in French in a minute. Sage will be able to translate. Ah, right? Right? Oh, across the bridge. I'm kind of missing some of my turns here. Not noticing them as they come up. Alright, good times. There we go. Yeah, my phone used to make a whole bunch of noise for those. Go off in the middle of the night, whatever. Oh, hold on, hold on. Oh. Okay, that's not bad. Karma event is for that dude way out there, though. Oh. Well, that didn't work out. No karma if the kitty gets them. Yeah, I'm gonna take your truck. That was no good. Okay. Lots of people here. I can't tell if any of them are buddies or not. Oh, no, hold on. I was right outside my outpost. I did not even notice. Oh, no, never mind. I was going the wrong way. Ah. It's like when you go into a store and then you come out of the store and you go back the way that you came instead of continuing on. Okay, oh. That's, I think, the outpost I want to take. But if that's the case, this is a lot too much heat. Let's get out of here. Can we go up the hill and around, maybe? Whoa. Whoa, not around. Okay, up the hill this way, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Okay, what's up here? I think if we can get up and around it, we'll be able to take alarm centers, stuff like that. It felt like I was being shot by something very big. Maybe a 50 cal. I am uncertain. Oh. Who sees me this way? That guy. What was he doing? He was hanging out with him. What were they doing? Oh, let's go find some stuff out. You guys are just out having a smoke? Alright, that's not too bad. My wallet is almost full. And yet I will still take this dude's opium pipe and his dollar dues. And my wallet is almost full. Oh, there's some bros. There's good peeps. Kitty. Okay. Also, we liberated the outpost. We hadn't yet found the outpost. We won. I think NPCs took our outpost. Hold on. Yeah. I think NPCs took our outpost. GG's, everybody. I am this talented. I needn't show up. Alright, next one that we'll let them go and take for us. Wow. Wow. New activities. What happened to the old activities? But there is a propaganda poster. Is it far? Oh, it's like right here. Never mind. Yeah, that was a little too easy. Too easy. House chiffon. I'm here to take your poster. Nobody wants to see that terrible band. And I guess loot your boxes. Done. And we'll try not to kill the Sherpa. Oh, but hey. We have our almost full wallet. Come here for a sec. Was that a wild animal sound? Or is it pigs? If it's pigs, I think we're okay. 3 more posters till next reward. Well, and the rewards are things like, you will no longer have to pay for this gun. And I'm like, yeah, but I need to be able to pay for guns. My wallet's almost full. And they keep giving me discounts on things. Robbie Ray Rana for Propaganda Center. I have to go. I can't purchase more. I guess I have to go and find out more about what I can get for having all of this propaganda. So I come in here and I make my guns pink. Oh, but you can only customize the ones that you're already carrying. We've got all 3 of those, plus it's painted. Right? Like, this already has all of the upgrades. Oh, we haven't painted this? How was that possible? Oh, because they're all bland. We'll go with modern, so it's all pixelated. There we go. There, that was 80k. And my PKM, yeah, it's already painted. And it doesn't get any upgrades. So that's about it. That's all we can spend our dollar redues on.
Your business is much appreciated.
Thanks, man.
Anytime, friend.
Thanks, man. See, I keep hearing, like, sounds that kind of sound like something wants to attack me. Not saying I'm paranoid, just saying that I'm starting to get paranoid. And let's go see about what the vehicle options we get from our new... Yeah, that's a peep, right? From our new little outposty place here. Too funny. Hey, we discovered this place. I died for my king. You basically brought me a vehicle. Because I needed a car. That's about it. That's all they did for me. I'm not saying it wasn't, you know, a worthwhile gift. Asian Rhino. So now, if we wanted to find out if we should find the right vehicle, but we should also maybe, like, I think, crafting, we need them for something, right? Yeah, explosive bags, carry more mines. Yeah, nothing else right now needs them, so at some point we should maybe go and see about. It kind of didn't occur to me that they'd be a huntable. I figured that they're just an event animal. An event animal. Like they're just sort of around. Occasionally ruin your day. Out of my way, Sherp. But it's kind of neat that if I, you know, because they are something I do.
and boxes, you know.
I'm going. Move faster. Understood. You can't win or not. Dead. You're dead. Salaman Hood.
And I think there's an eagle around us. There we go. And if I want, I could sit at this thing and pick some dudes off. Those look like buddies. Yeah, those look like buddies. But this guy, I think... Release brakes. Move out my way. I think that guy's my karma item. Hold on, back up. Yeah. Which one? Which one? Are they shooting through me to get to it? Bros? Okay. Did we kill them now? I can't tell. We're not terrible, right? Yeah, okay, good. I seriously wasn't sure if suddenly the golden sun just opens up on civilians for killing them. Never mind, they just run them over themselves. Everybody's just stopping and getting out. Stopping and getting out. I'm just gonna maybe leave. It's throwing off the AI that I'm here. Considering it was just in here I needed to be. Somewhere. I want to say the other side of this. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. 2 more. And free guns. I don't like having to get this gun out every time. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. This isn't my PKM anymore. What happened to my PKM? Did I somehow trade it? I bet you I did. There it is. See, and look at that thing. That thing's gorgeous. Pick that piece of crap up. Get out of here. At least I noticed. Like, seriously, how do you put something like this down in comparison? Jeez. Down. Next on the list. There was a Kyra T Fortress. Let's go get this place taken care of. Yeah, I'm not just sure how I traded that out so easily. Normally I notice. That's alright. At least we weren't all the way down the road. Yeah, it's one of my pet peeves in a lot of games when you reuse a button that's situational. So normally you just, you know, hold E to search the body, but holding E also trades a gun, and that needed to not be the case. Like, having maybe an "Are you sure?" dialogue wouldn't have been so bad. Oh, hi. Hold on a sec. Headphones are feeling a little squishy. There. I'm punching my mic. I'm crashing into barriers. This is great. Alright, that is most certainly our place. What do we have? One alarm, nice and easy. Okay. Let's go see if we can find... a nice alarm. I don't actually see... That's the growl of something. This is why we carry this gun. This is also... This is a silenced weapon. Oh. Well, we're not using it on him. Hi, my pachydermy buddy. What are the chances you're friendly and I can just walk around behind you? Yeah, that's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. You just never you mind. Because they're... Okay, I could start picking off guards, but you've only got about half a minute before they discover you. Oh. Oh, they're shooting at those dudes. Well, alright. Oh, they got a mortar guy. They've got a mortars guy. They had a mortars guy. Oh. Okay, he's moving too fast. I love that I've become that much of a bad guy to these guys. Beauty. That's not bad. Now this one I feel better about because we actually delivered all of the bullets. Or most of them. I still never found... Oh. Okay, give me a sec. I don't have a mouse cursor. There we go. Sorry, but you got in the way of a really big animal. Okay, they're really big in this game. Yeah. I feel like friendly fire wasn't as constant in 3. And the more ammo I find, the less money I have to spend. What the fuck? You guys alright? Are you guys okay?
I'm very grateful.
Sure. Pagan's Wrath has arrived. Check the map for enemy convoys.
The boss says a group of smugglers used to hide out around here.
Alright, so...
Dead now. That's how life goes.
There's a poster. There we go. Beautiful. And then... There's upstairs things. Cool. Ammos. Smack. And I think my marker is now satisfied. Cool, we can move on to the next. Which... Free ammo refill. That's outside. Give that a minute. Jeebus. So far, my boy hasn't noticed, but we'll give it a minute. That's one of the many new interruptions we've got. Well, not really new, but this time of year. They were just casually walking down here, too. That was kind of not too bad. Yeah, normally we'd have our AC running. And then even if our AC doesn't need to run because it's nice in here, the fan still runs and helps dehumidify our place. And we've lost all of that awesomeness when they switched us over to heat. So for like half a day we didn't notice, but we're pumping heat into our place that's fairly warm. And so now we have to run with our windows open all night. And we can hear every emergency vehicle. Or if somebody chooses to blow a horn as they're, you know, choosing to ride down the road. We get all of that now. So he hasn't moved. My boy's doing okay. It's like every other interruption he's good for. I'm hearing growly noises, and I was curious. Are we in Tiger Town? Because we need them. Hold on. But I think we also need to go into here. Something like that. And I guess we'll carry big gun. Jackals. Always travel in packs. Absolutely nasty animal. They have a tendency to catch me very much unawares. Yeah, so he's doing not too bad right now. Like I had mentioned, when the fire alarm goes off and I have to go hit the button to make sure it doesn't ring in our apartment, he doesn't wake up to the first one. But when they do a rejig and they have to reset the alarm, he wakes up to that. And it's usually a worse wake up than if he'd woken up proper to the first one. That sound. Proper, where is that from? It's scary when you're not just sure. Oh. Tiger skin 1. Tiger skin 2. Like, I think he used to wake up to both. Way back in the day. He used to wake up to both. Oh, we've got our throwables back. More grenadios. Okay, we gotta start doing the Kirat Fashion Week if we want the upgradey things. I don't know if that's a DLC or if that's just something that's available to me, but that could be a lot of fun. Yeah, I think when he was like really young, he used to wake up to it. And then you'd wake up to both of them, but it would be easy to console him. Whereas it's almost like as if he tells himself it's okay the first time around, but then when it happens again, he's like, nope, it wasn't okay. And so you kind of get why he's a little bit less interested in it. Oh, that propaganda poster is so far. We'd have to get an actual helicopter to get that one, I think. And I don't see choppers nearby. We could fast travel to a place that likely has one. This isn't a fast travel, no. Okay. But 2 propaganda posters if we go that far. Ooh, that's exciting. Now, can I get a ride at any of you guys? Oh, I don't want that one anyway. Did I have a vehicle around here? There was... that guy there. Okay, we'll just continue up the road maybe. What up, Sherpa? You want to buy some stuff? You want to buy $31,000 dues worth of stuff? Yeah, you do. You happen to have, that's right, Molotovs and things? I almost shot him. I almost shot him. I had a finger on the trigger and everything, and I went, I'm going to walk away. I'm not going to push up. Ooh, can I take your gun truck? I'm stealing your truck, bro. Yeah, I think tomorrow night we'll do some story mission goodness. Today was a lot of fun to take care of, like, loose ends, if you will. This was pretty good. I still wasn't like 100% sure we were gonna make it all the way through today's stream. Know what I mean? And then I found out, I don't know if... Oh, hold on. Propaganda mission? Yeah. Project Zomboid does not have a viable multiplayer, which we did not know about. So I've known a few folk that had their eyes on it, started to wishlist the game so that they could play it multiplayer-wise. So I did a search because I wanted to know how many people you could do multiplayer for. And turns out, yep, that's something they're working on. When the game first came out, it had a multiplayer, but people noticed glitches in the multiplayer function that weren't present. And for a short while, they didn't really do much about it. They were just like, okay, well, we'll be able to fix that. But as they fixed things and changed stuff in the solo game, it broke multiplayer more. And they realized that it was just not helping out the game to try to solve both problems. 7 Days to Die? I've heard of that. I have one of these. Hold on. Stop shooting that much at me. Oh, jeez. I have to hold control and I couldn't do that. Uh-oh. We're gonna hope I had a good save point at some point. But yeah, 7 Days to Die, I don't know if I've actually played. Yeah, if you get a little too close, the little sort of a kick down is much. Whereabouts would he be? Physically speaking, where would be that person? I'm curious because I kind of want to go get some revenge. Is it you guys that are shooting at things? Is it eagles? Because I feel like we were on our way here. We were like maybe here. What the heck fire are you shooting at? Seriously. Oh. Just in case. Oh, they came off of that thing. He's gonna burn your whole house down now. I'm sorry I didn't take that seriously. Really? Why? Well, that's just bunk. Couple of pulses later. Oh, there was a headshot in there. Sweet. What are the chances I could get you guys to back away from that thing?
Have you lost your mind?
Yes. Oh. Oh! What do you think? Is it enough?
What the fuck?
Karma.
Side are you on?
Mine. Karma. Look above my head, buddy. I got awarded XP for that. Nothing. Anyway, back to the revenge. Whoa. Oh, wait. Whoops. He did not do well. That's a lot of fire. What can I help with?
Fire spreading! Move, move, move!
Where are the people that need help? Is it you? You don't look nearly as panicked as other people. Are we that scared of fire now too? You know this will go out on its own, right? Where are the puppies at? Oh, there we go. Yeah, this whole area is just a little much. This is a great game, Sage. This is an absolute... I give this 5 full blood-soaked stars. Like, just absolutely awesome. Whoa, what is going on the other side of these? Trees will normally shake like that because they got shot with something big. Just saying. And lots of people still having problems. Look at that. See? Fire's out. Fire's out. You're fine.
Thank you for leading the charge with the outposts.
Well, thank you for thanking me. Now, I wouldn't mind going and getting... Have less of a delay on your cell than on your PC. Whoa. That's not the way it's supposed to be. Now, hold on. There's a dude around here who may or may not have ruined my day. And I'm curious if I can find him from the sky. What do you think? Those are peeps. We want to make sure we keep the peeps. You can go 200 meters out. Whoa, that's pretty okay. Wow. That's a decent clip. Just saying, you can exact a lot of revenge from that far. You can also watch a lot of revenge get exacted. Cell of the future. Okay. We got a lot of killed by somebody out here, and I was just kind of hoping we could find him. What up, goat? I don't really want to take one of these. These are the worst vehicles, aside from those, like, 3-wheeled thingies. But this thing is just a joke to drive. Alright, let's go grab some more propaganda. Some propaganda? Oh, wait a minute. It's up top. And I guess I'll try to remember to heal every time we do stuff. I think probably healing would have been a real good way to not die. Wow, is that seriously massive packs of wolves? Okay, the sandbags behind them I thought was more wolves. But there's like 5 of them over there. That's cray. Oh! That's our poster. It's at the top of that tower. Alright, I'm taking your truck. Wait a minute.
You don't deserve to live.
Alright, here we go. I don't have a very good method. For taking these guys out. Oh. Get wrecked. But one of them is to wreck the vehicle right beside them. And it's a much bigger explosion. Started playing Red Dead Redemption 2 for PC after owning it twice for PS4. I still haven't finished any game started in 2020. That should be law. You should just keep that going. That's hilarious, by the way, Sage. That is hilarious.
That's it, okay? You've backed Bacon's men into a corner and you've broken their supply chain. It's
Yeah, I did.
time to put them out of their misery, wouldn't you say?
Ooh. It sort of sounds like that I've got unlocked new missions for the fact that I've really pissed these guys off. Can we do it? Oh, yes, we can. There we go. Straight up. Straight up. Keep going, buddy. This isn't even our truck. Bam! That's also not our dog. Get wrecked, puppies. I'm not sure. Is this my only door in? Little bit of a puppy slaughter here. Good stuff. Probably get some ammo from in here. I was gonna stream and make the title Red Dead Everybody Dead Redemption 2. Indeed. You haven't streamed in over a week? Yeah, I took a couple of days off. It's fun to do once in a while. What's kept you from streaming? Oh, that poster's a little tall. I feel like we've been here before. I don't know what I'm supposed to be able to use to get those. I feel like this is like Redditable. Because I can't move these boxes. I can break them. And I don't think I can grab posters through walls or anything weird. But it's literally on the other side of this wall. And so I don't think getting to it from the outside is what you need to do either. But it's legit right below me. I can't even see it from up here. I don't know. No clue, just realized that it's been a while. Still not streaming. I was looking at my analytics from... Like, I can't even get the E button to show up for this one. There isn't a secret grapple, maybe? Jeez. Does it count if I've shot the poster enough? Maybe if I had a flamethrower? Ooh, no, where's the actual flamethrower? Propaganda destroyed. That is actually really cool. I kind of like that. It should be a grapple. Well, and being able to maybe swing past it, you can grab it, but turns out you can fire a flaming bottle of tequila at it. And they're just as good for you. Now, is there somebody down around? Those are bros, right? Okay. Oh, another poster. I heard mentions of somebody while I was up here. Alright, but those guys are dicks. Good enough. Kind of get over that. Oh, I could have wingsuited. I just saw that prompt come up for a sec there. So yeah, being able to there, I just parachuted much to my death. That was fantastic. But being able to throw a bottle at the poster was pretty darn cool. We'll just pretend I didn't wingsuit to death right there. I've not had best luck with the wingsuit. I've actually got a really fun clip of me trying to use it. There we go. That just seemed very... There we go. That just seemed very... Oh, another one of those trucks. I like those. Sorry being so quiet. Steadily working on the Penguin. Oh, at this point, you just have to have it finished by the end of the year. I fully understand. Wife is a crafter, of course, as we've discussed. And it's sometimes... It's crunch time to make sure you can get the craft finished within good time. That makes perfect sense. Visit Rabi Ray Rana. Sounds like a propaganda center. This is Rabi Ray Rana with the propaganda center. Okay, we want to go and just see if we can get this one. Seriously? It's already too tall? Wow. What kind of a helicopter is this? We'll try not to go too high. But we're going to try to get right on in here and see if we can get a propaganda poster. Alright, buddy. We'll just prop you down right about here somewhere. That's dangerous. We're backing way the hell away from that thing. That is dangerous. Alright. I hear sounds of animals. Ah, okay. It's just piggies. Piggies that get in your way. But just piggies. Yes! Very cool. We're just gonna wingsuit out of here. I sort of realized that maybe we should try the wingsuit now that I've just talked shit about it. Usually takes me a week or two to finish, but since this thing is 6 times the size, and 6 times the size isn't 6 times the work. 6 times the size can be 60 times the work. It can honestly be just like wicked over the top. I legit don't know where I'm going. We're just going. Oh, more pachyderms. Okay, since people were noticing me, maybe I get out the hot pink tiger striped gun and we go for it. Alright. Next location. That was cool to get the one at the top of the hill there. I mean, we're not trying to 100% this game, but there's question marks. Very true, but it's worth it. That is also very true. 200 meters this way? Jeez.
Stop the vehicle! I am going to burn you alive!
What's going on, Super Knife? Let's reload the longest reload. Also mute for a sneeze, and then go drive up a hill. Let's get this in gear. Coming to a close on our epic stream here as well, guys. We'll have to see if there's anybody looking for a raid party of fun people. I think this is our best way in. Yeah, there we go. Location discovered. Cool. And then we're here. Notes? Yeah, these things are just all over the place. Little vignettes. Wingsuit my way down the hill. That was a silly use of that thing. No, I'm nowhere near my car. I used to do this in Far Cry 3 a lot, because it was funny. And now that's the car I find. That's also amazing. Alright, so if we're going to pick a new area, there's a couple of these little unknown locations. That's not too bad. Oh, actually, there is still some stuff here. This one right there. 7 Treasures Ashram. What do we think? How fast do we think we can get there in this clunky funky thing? Thank you for the bless. Thank you for the bless. Yeah. Alright, let's go see if we can take one outpost. And if we can, we'll call it. And if we can't, we'll call it. Oh, jeebas, and we're in this thing. What the heck is it? I love it. It's definitely faster, but it is a bouncy, bouncy thing. Like, I started turning well before, like, turn. Turn. Oh, jeez. Like, yeah, everything is delayed on it. It's great, except for bouncing. Bouncing is on point. Wow. Well, there's our better ride. Me and a pistol. Alright, nice. See, this thing, look like, yeah, that the steering on this is nice. The steering on this is very nice. And you can recover pretty quick. Oh, those things are terrible as well. They're almost as bad. They're not as bouncy, but ooh. Whoa. Mushrooms. We already know better than to stay. We know better than to go after the potential psychedelics. This is kind of cray. All royal soldiers are servants to the people, respect their noble sacrifice, and honor to every request. May pagans' light shine upon you. Oh, jeez. I got a fountain pen and a gold bar, plus $30,000 dues, and whatever a furba is. Seriously. This was a cute little moment. Think we're gonna find a bear on the way out? Think we're gonna get big gun just in case? Wow, alright. It's cute little things like that that make this game pretty worth. Just gonna say, if this was Azeroth, that would have been a very, very empty tunnel. There's lots of those. Caves that go nowhere all over Azeroth. Alright, guys. One alarm. And probably not that big a deal if we get a bunch of reinforcements. Dum digga digga dum.
Understood. I'm gonna charge. Cover me.
You shouldn't have done that.
I'm on the heavy MG. Do that. Stop. Stop. Alarms broken. I told you this would happen. I will drink from your skull.
Oh. There we go. I wasn't just sure. I was starting to look a little bit like we weren't going to do that. Just kidding. That was totally easy. That was awesome easy. And these guys are just chilling the whole time. They just show up. Ah, tiger. Okay. New activities. And I love that there's things like racing and all sorts of just rando stuff. And I think heroin ration? Seriously? And I think we got a new house out of this. We can trade stuff. There's tigers. There's tigers. Thank you for the GG. Is it you yelling that just now? Wow. So, like, we could even be doing all the little things like that. Okay. Done and done.
I told him it was a bad idea. I said he shouldn't change the broadcast, that it was inviting trouble.
I'm pretty sure it's me changing all those broadcasts, but whatevs. Good times, you. Save and quit. That sounds fantastic. Hey, we might pick up his quest next time. We're not just sure. But in the meantime... Pretzel, whereabouts you at? Get some tunes on up in this burg. While we do a quit the desktop when we show off some Lucio. Yes. There we go. Wasn't gonna let me quit. Sometimes it's tough to tell how loud that is going to be for volume. Wow, look at this night. That was pretty okay. And I love how it's showing the double for subs these days, but that's Ice Cold Koopa with a sub going out to Isle, I want to suggest. And Parker blessing us with a fantastic raid. Oh, people. I will absolutely take that. Let's go find out if there's someone that wants a small party of folk to bring some hype. Because let's see, we've got EXO is playing some Among Us, so that's pretty good. Yeah, indeed. This is the sort of stuff, though, that... oh, and Kai just started on some No Man's Sky. Oh, he's probably worth. We might go check him out. Especially if he just started. Yeah, that's not too bad. No Man's Sky is something I've considered throwing down on stream. Because it's a grind game and it's great for chat. There's lots of cool stuff in that game for you to pick up, to pick out, to pick doing. Let's go see if he's at a chair. There we go. I also just hit, I got the notification through that he's streaming. So I hit that button, so I'm now part of his statistics of people that have clicked on his icon and said, yeah, I'll go check out your stream. Not very many people do that because you literally have like 4 seconds to do it. It's kind of a nuts thing. But No Man's Sky used to be a very empty game. It used to have not a lot going on for it. It was literally just exploration. Endless, procedurally generated worlds to explore. But they added a lot of extra crap in. They added a lot of like personal things for you to do. Little like cute bits. Like you can talk to people that'll send you on bounties. There's different kinds of ships to attain. All sorts of stuff. You can get a frigate. Run your entire world. Most of the time you're already at the stream before that pops up. That's the other part of it. So it's funny, it shows up in your analytics like it's a big deal, but I don't know if it is. But yeah, let's go check out some of that guy's Sky. No Man's Sky. Because to be honest, I think it's a pretty hype game. I'm gonna start probably streaming it over Discord. Because I kind of like having an off-stream game, something that I enjoy. But I can't tell if I want to start a new game or play the one I've been playing for months and months and months. Cool. That's awesome. Well, thanks so much for hanging tonight, Duct Tape. This was a lot of good fun. This was a good stream. Tomorrow we'll probably be playing the same, but we'll do actual story elements. We'll advance, see if we can break into the second half of the map. All that sort of goodness. Thanks for letting me know. I had a nice time. That's beautiful. I aim to please, so let me know if my aim is off. This week was a bit off, though. This weather is just going to be a bit nuts. But But we'll try for it. It'll be good times. Anyway, thanks again. We're just in time, I think, for a raffle. Enjoy.